everyone, welcome back to my channel. So if you guys are new here, my name is Kristen and welcome to my channel. Now you guys, I'm obsessed with The Sims and I've really been enjoying the What Remains of Edith Finch story. So I thought, what better way to combine the two than to actually take Louis Finch, which is my favorite character from the whole story, and try to recreate him in The Sims. Now it's kind of hard to do Louis because there isn't really a strong picture of him. The picture that was on the fridge is really dark and it is hard to make out, and when he is like at work, when you walk in to see him in the cannery, it is from like the back and side. So we don't really get an up close picture of him. So this is just kind of my take on what Louis looks like. So it does kind of mention that he is Indian, and from what it looks like in the picture, he is slightly tanned and has some like dark hair. So I tried to incorporate those features and made him actually wear the hat and tried to get the closest shirt I could that was in the game. Now this actually has a few things of CC in it, so if you do like any of the custom content things, they will definitely be on my Tumblr, which is in the link in the description below. So I think it is only like the eyelashes, skin overlay, and the baseball hat that is CC. So you can totally make Louis Finch with the hat that was in game. I just felt like the hat that we had in game was a little bit too big and puffy. Once it actually like goes on, I don't know, it just kind of fits strange. But okay, I'm just letting you guys know that if you haven't already watched the full story or Louis's story, I am going to be talking about what happens with him. So just kind of like a disclaimer that I will be spoiling the story in the voiceover. So okay, you guys, Louis's story was hands down my favorite story. It was one of the longest ones. I think it was like 10 or 15 minutes to actually complete from start to finish. Now, when we walk into Louis's room, you kind of see this like little teeny tiny cramped bedroom that was like all decorated in like weed signs, and you can tell that he kind of was a bit of a stoner. Now, when we walk over to Louis's desk and look into the box of like packed items, we pull out a letter that his boss sent the family. Now it kind of, or not his boss, it was from his therapist. Now he had been trying to get sober, and he was currently sober, and he was going to work at the cannery, and everything just became really repetitive. And I think he was also kind of like haunted by the family curse. Like he just needed to escape, and as he went to work every single day working at the cannery, it was just so repetitive, and he started to get very imaginative in his mind. He started daydreaming, and he came up with this very elaborate story that he was a king and he was going to find the handsome queen, and he had like all of these musician followers. He got a dog, and it was like a really happy story. And as we're like going through the story and traveling through the water and all of these like different lands, at the same time he's actually like, we're still having to cut the fish. So it kind of shows us that like Louis was at work daydreaming and cutting like the fish's heads at the same time. So towards the end of the daydream, I actually didn't see it coming. I was streaming it, and you guys, if I wasn't live streaming, I legit would have really cried. It took everything in my body to not have myself cry on the live stream, and it was so startling, and the story just took like such a dramatic twist. It does show him like walking to find the queen. Like you can see the queen as he's walking down the aisle, and we're like climbing the stairs and going around, and the music is so happy and everybody's cheering and dancing. I was even dancing. I was having so much fun in the story. And then as we like come around the corner to see the queen, it tells us that we have to bow before the queen, and it has one of the machines. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like the wooden machine that you put your head in, and the thing comes down and chopped your head off. Now It's kind of like a medieval thing, I think, like it's so old or whatever, but it shows Lewis, it makes us walk up to the thing, we bow down, our heads get cut off. So I did not see that coming. I honestly thought we were going up to find the handsome queen and it was going to end. Like, I did not think that was where the story for Lewis was going to end because the daydream was so good. So in the end of the story, it just kind of like gives the condolences to the family. And from what I gather, Lewis did take his own life, unfortunately. Now, I think that's kind of where it hit me the hardest. With it being such an intense story, it was kind of overwhelming in that moment, but I was kind of glad to be streaming it with you guys. And I think we all had the same reaction. We were just kind of like all blown away. But I would really, really love to know if you guys happen to watch the story or play it on your own, what was your favorite character's story and why? Was it because it was like a personal story to you, or do you just find that the creator did an amazing job and you just really enjoyed how it was done? So I really hope that you guys do enjoy how Lewis turned out, even though I didn't really have a picture to base him off of, and it was just kind of my own interpretation of Lewis. So make sure that you guys do give this a very big thumbs up if you guys did enjoy how he turned out, and also consider subscribing here to my channel where I do post regularly all things Sims related, and I really hope that I get to see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!